Just visit the new CalgaryHerald.com with more of everything worth knowing.
The last 4 weeks, Henry and the offense have struggled, and to be fair, it's not entirely Henry's fault. He had a lot of issues with receivers dropping balls. It's taken some time to get the new receivers that they acquired from Winnipeg, Romby, Bryant, and R.J. Franklin, integrated into this offense. And quite honestly, in Montreal, as well as Montreal played that game, they got some favors from the officiating as far as I'm concerned too. There was some blatant interference on Romby Bryant that wasn't called, and that doesn't help matters either from Henry Burris' perspective. But the fact is, take those officiating calls away, they still lose that game, and they still lose the game against Hamilton, and they struggle against BC and Hamilton here, and that's been the issue. They just have not had any kind of synchronization on offense, and it's really showing up. Henry is doing some things that we weren't used to seeing in terms of his throws have been off. He's maybe throwing a little quick at some points. He obviously did not get the protection he was looking for the other night as well in Montreal. So all these things kind of add up. But in terms of a quick fix, I think it's really the quickest fix of all will be to get some early points on the board against Saskatchewan, and then it comes down to confidence, and I think that's truly what is the issue here. Is there's a lack of confidence out there right now. It's tentative, and that's really what it comes down to. There's not a lack of skill, and we've seen this offense executed at a high level in the past, but I don't think the confidence is there right now.
What about getting the ball to Joffrey Reynolds more?
Well, that is always predicated on what defenses give you, and he did not get off a lot of holes against Montreal. That's a very good rushing defense. They will try. They try every game, but it all comes down to what a defense gives them. And yeah, they'd love to be able to get Joffrey a bunch of touches early to soften up a defense, and that's obviously what they're going to try and do against Saskatchewan.
What should we be looking for today against Saskatchewan, and particularly who?
Well, clearly, we got to see this offense execute. Romby Bryant was terrific. He was one of the few bright lights on offense. He's got to have some company in that receiving core, and Henry Burris obviously has to execute. Joffrey Reynolds has to execute. That O-line has to execute. On the other side of the ball, I'll be very intrigued to see what Saskatchewan brings in terms of a replacement for Weston Dressler. He's out for the remainder of the regular season. They're saying, boy, oh boy, it's hard to believe that he could come back for the playoffs with a broken leg, but stranger things have happened. Mike Labinjo had a broken bone in his leg, and he's out there playing now too. So, but yeah, that really changes the dynamic of that offense. There's no question. They still got weapons. Don't get me wrong. Rob Bagg, Chris Getzlaff, Andy Fantuz, even Jason Claremont, if they choose to use him. That's a great set of Canadian receivers right there in and of itself. So, but Weston Dressler is a special player, and they're going to miss him. I don't think there's any question.